general facts. Okay guys, let's move on to the form of the present simple, right? Here we have the pronouns. This one they are called the pronouns, alright? The pronouns. Those are the pronouns which mean the subject, okay? In English we have subject plus verb plus a complement, alright? Or the rest of the sentence, okay? So, if you want to speak English, you have to start with this basic form. It is basic, c'est la base. Alright, the basic form, what it says? It says here, there is the subject and there, without a verb, it is incorrect, okay? So, you have to have a verb here and the subject, okay? The subject and its verb, and then the rest of the sentence, okay? The pronouns are I, you, he, she, it, we, and they, alright? We don't have a problem with I, you, we, and they. I تنحي أصل الverb هنايا in the infinitive form here to work, okay? Nice. To work نحي to, okay? And then you conjugate it normally. خليه تركيله, okay? I work, you work, we work, and they work. We have the problem here with he, she, it. Because with he, she, it, we have to have the S, okay? It means here, he works, alright? He works, she works, it works. هذه تروح لكم by practicing, alright? He works, and then you have to add the S, or it is grammatically incorrect, okay? غلطة grammatiquement, alright? Guys, we have said already that the third person is he, she, it. He, it is for female, she for female, and it for objects, okay? Here, when you conjugate he close, I have to put the S, okay? He close, it ends with E. He note, we don't say he note, but he notes. He notes. I add the S, only the S. He close, because here we have the E. الأصل تاع الverb هو close, alright? Note, close, closes, notes, alright? Here we have the verb play and stay. They end with vowel plus Y. And the vowel plus Y, okay? Play and stay. It with he, she, it, we are going to say he plays, he stays, alright? And then we have study and marry. Les verbes اللي يخلصوا بالواي, consonant and Y, consonant and Y. For example, RY or DY. كيفاش يولوا؟ نحي الواي, okay, and then you add the IES. Studies, marries, okay? And then we have go, do. Pronunciation ماشي كيف, alright? Go and do. Go تزيد لها ال ES كي يخلصوا بال O, alright? Goes and does, okay? Goes, does. This is an exception. Alright. عندك اللي يخلصوا بال S, Z, sh, ch and ch, alright? Like the verb misses. هي الأصل تاع الverb وشنو الانفينيتيف form, it is to miss. With he, she, it, he misses. مثلا he misses the bus. misses, okay, ماشي معناتها يشتاق, but تفوته الحافلة, okay? He misses the bus. She teaches English. Okay, she teaches English. You are going to add the ES, okay? Because you can't add only the S, but you add the ES, okay? That's it. Before those letters. Okay, guys, let's okay, now let's move on to the pronunciation. Pronunciation with s, z, and is, with the third pronoun, all right? And then he, she, it. With he, she, it. What do you pronounce with s? When do you pronounce with s? When you have p, t, f, and k. For example, notes, cooks, books, okay? K, books, all right? And here, books, it doesn't mean the book, all right? الكتاب. No, it means réservé, all right? I book a table, he books a table, all right? Yeah. With the, when you have b, de, g, j, and or g, with v and you have like says, stays, sings, okay? Yeah. And here, when we have the sound is, like misses, teaches, and finishes, all right? Yeah. When you have s, z, ch, j, and ch, all right? Like finishes, it is the sh sound, all right? And teaches, it is the ch sound, and so on. All right, when you have s also, you are going to pronounce it is. Now let's move on to the structure of the present simple. We have the first one, which is the affirmative form. What does it mean, the affirmative form? It means that we have the subject plus verb plus the rest of the sentence, okay? For example, we speak English in the class. We speak English. Here I have the subject, the verb. This is the verb speak, it is the action, and then the rest of the sentence, and the affirmative form should stop or should finish with a full stop, all right? That's it. Okay, this is the affirmative form. It is a normal sentence. The negative form, what does this mean? It means the subject plus the auxiliary to do, and the don't ولا doesn't, okay? Plus verb plus the rest of the sentence, okay? Here هذه the short form. The short form تاع مش تاع do not, okay? Yeah, or does not. In the academic form, don't write it like this way, all right? ما تديروهاش بالcontraction هذه. This one. No, write it do not, does not, all right? Yeah. Negative form عندنا subject plus don't, the auxiliary verb don't or doesn't, plus verb plus the rest of the sentence. For example, we don't speak English in the class. We don't speak هذا كامل. This is the verb, all right? And the verb, it is the action is in the negative form. This is the verb. We don't speak English. Okay, now let's move on to the interrogative form. What does it mean, the interrogative form? It means it finishes with the question mark. Here, we are going to start with do or does. Do or does, which means the auxiliary to do or does, then the subject, then the verb, then the rest of the sentence, then of course the question mark. It's a question mark. Do you, for example, do you speak English in the class? Do you speak English? هنايا درنا bien sûr the auxiliary سبق the subject in the question. Do you speak English in the class? Or when we have does عندكم تconjugueوه of course with he, she and it. Does he speak English in the class? Alright, does he speak English in the class? Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Okay, هذه do when you start with do or does تبدأوا بالauxiliary, it means عندكم short answers. عندكم yes I do, no I don't. Yes he does, no he doesn't. Okay? Guys, we carry on with the interrogative form methods, and there are two methods. We have the yes or no questions, okay? It means we are going to have short, not short forms, but short answers, okay? This was a mistake. Okay, for example, do you speak English? The answer is going to be yes or no. Do you speak English? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Alright? So either with yes, you say yes, comma, the subject, and then I do. Why I do? Because the question starts with do. Alright? Do. Do you speak English? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Alright? Yeah. Same thing for he, she, it. And then the question starts with does. Does he speak English? Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. L'auxiliaire بدأ with does, so I should do the verb or the auxiliary does. This is the short answers. Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Alright? And then let's move on to the second method, which is the WH questions. Which know the WH questions or the WH words. The words in English for asking a question. And now where, what, how, why, which, when, and so on. Alright? For example, when I say where, I'm looking for the place. Okay? Place, what? For example, I'm looking for objects. How? The method. Why? I'm looking for the reason. Reason, sabab. Which one? For example, I'm looking for choice. Which one? And when we are looking for time. Alright. The question, how is the question and its structure? Where do you live? Where do you live? Where, the question word, plus do or does, plus subject, plus the verb, and then plus this, the rest of the sentence. ما تخلعكمش كي راهي صغيرة ولا ما تخلعكمش كي تكون كبيرة, okay? Yeah, I am looking for this one. أنا ما راحش نقول yes or no. No, here I'm looking for the place. So the question, where do you live? The question is going to be with the subject first and then the verb. Here is the verb, alright? The subject and the verb. هذا l'auxiliaire عاونا برك pour former la question, okay? Yeah, أنا وش ندي من هذا l'auxiliaire نربح منه الزمن. It is in the present simple, alright? It is in the present simple. So, where do you live? You are asking me, okay? I live in Boumerdас. نبدأ بسوجي. I live in Boumerdás, okay? That's it. What is this or what's this? I'm looking for the what. هذه هي la question تاعي. This is and then the question. You answer the question. Okay? Now how? Alright? How are you? Are you? This is the subject and this is the verb. I am fine. Alright? You تولي I because you are addressing me. راك تهضر معايا. You are addressing أنت تخاطبني. Okay? I am fine. I am good. And so on. Why? Why do you say that? Why? It is for the reason. Yeah? And then the auxiliary, then the subject, and then this is the verb. Okay? And then this is the rest of the sentence. Okay? Yeah. Why do you say that? The answer is going to be because. Okay? Because. Which one do you choose? I choose. You تولي I and then choose. This is the verb. هذا قلنا يروح. Alright? Yeah. When do you practice sport? I practice sport when? Give me the time. This is it. I'm looking for time. Where is the subject? Here is the subject and there, this is the verb. Subject, verb, complement. I practice sport when? And then you give me time. When it becomes at the last of the sentence. Parce que راح تريبوندي على هاد la question, okay? In details. تعطيني لي ديتاي. Not like with the yes or no questions. Yes or no questions. You say yes or no, okay? Yes I do, no I don't. Yes we do, no we don't. Are we good now? Thank you so much for this lesson. See you next time.